Well, in addition, there have actually been quite some, relatively a lot of new discoveries since the 1930s. We have a growing number of early alphabetic inscriptions. For example, the very early inscriptions from Egypt are quite recent. So now we know actually that the alphabet was already in use from the early 2nd millennium onwards, so much earlier than was long thought. And also the material of early Greek inscriptions has been steadily growing, and the date of the earliest text from Greece has already been pushed back some 100 years since Carpenter, which you could say is, clearly shows how dangerous it can be to only argue from the material that you have at hand. Well, and that brings me to the argument from silence, which is you could say basically the only argument that is still standing from the paradigm of Carpenter, the fact that we do not have any inscriptions before the 8th century BC. In a way, the silence is not very surprising in this case, because we know that the dominant writing materials for alphabetic writing are perishable materials, such as, for example, leather, wood, or papyrus, which, well, we cannot expect to survive, and well, still today, we often use paper. And this in contrast, for example, to cuneiform that was very much tied to the durable material clay. And so therefore we see that this silence does not only occur in Greece, but basically everywhere in regions where the alphabetic writing was used. It's because the material is less durable, less material has survived. And well, a good case in point to see that the absence of writing doesn't necessarily mean that no writing was going on. Maybe the case of Cyprus, where we see, well, clearly continuity between the Cypro-Minoan writing system and the later Cyprian syllabary, but there is an absence of any writing from around 950 or so to the 8th century. So that goes to say that, I mean, the absence of evidence does not always mean that no writing was going on.